Today on Dr. Phil, Valentine dilemmas.
How to get your romance back on track.
Since the triplets, my love life is non-existent.
You think his definition of one-on-one time is one-on-one time. That's not romantic to her. I'm going to tell you what you need to do to turn this around. The ultimate aphrodisiac, I guarantee you.
Plus, tips on getting alone time.
Do not knock on this door unless one of you has burst into flame.
Also, can't cook,
You're gonna love this.
can't buy the right gift,
I think I look like one of the Ghostbusters.
can't dress sexy,
Let's see Candy's new looks. Come on out, Candy.
and
The number one thing men really want. This is going to be a changing day in your life. I know things are tough out there, but we can do this. Here we go. I want you to get excited about your life.
4,
Ready, see? Let's do it. Go, Dr. Phil. Thank you very much. Well, it's the 13th. It's the dark before the light, because that means you've got just one more day to get things squared away with your Valentine. All right, now I know the cynics say that Valentine's Day is just like a made-up holiday to sell cards and candy. But here's the thing. You could just look at it as a good reminder to just show a little romance towards your mate. Ask yourself, am I meeting the needs of my partner? Now, my guests today say, no way. Now, get ready to find out how to get your romance back on track. Now, just 2 months after getting married, Caitlin and Joe found out they were having triplets. Honeymoon over. Even with 3 babies, he says he still wants romance. Like when he leans in to give her a kiss, she offers up her forehead. She says she doesn't want to get anything started. Take a look.
Since the triplets, my love life is non-existent. A typical day is utter chaos. I wake up, feed the babies their bottles, change their diapers, give them all a bath, make baby food for the week. By the time I'm done with that, it's time for lunch. So they're normally screaming. I end up covered in baby food, spit up, formula, bodily fluids that I don't even know what they are. I mean, some days I just cry right along with them because, you know, I'm just as tired and frustrated as they are. Romance is the farthest thing from my mind.
If I had to grade our love life, I think it'd be a C average, just barely passing.
It would be an F- or an F on a good day.
Before we got pregnant, we had sex on a daily basis, and it was great. About a month into a pregnancy, it came out that she was a high-risk pregnancy, so we weren't allowed to have any type of sexual contact.
In terms of sex, when the babies were born, certainly none of that foolishness.
I try to be very affectionate when I can. I try to kiss her, I try to hug her, and just sit next to her and show her that I love her. On a good day, I'll get her cheek, and on a bad day, I'll get her forehead.
My immediate reaction is to just push him away, to just get him off of me because I don't want him to get the wrong idea.
The worst thing that she's ever said is that she thinks I'm only after sex and that that's all I want from her. This Valentine's Day, I'd love to spend just some quality one-on-one time with her, maybe in a hot tub, some champagne, and then maybe have a little bit of intimacy later on.
Okay, so you think his definition of quality one-on-one time is quality one-on-one time,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And the last time you cozied up like that, you got 3 babies for the next 20 years.
Exactly.
Okay, what part of this do you not understand?
I don't know.
I'm actually on your side. I'm going to help you before this is over with, but you do get that she's got some concerns here, right?
I understand. She does.
And you said you used to have sex once or twice a day? Mm-hmm. So you're way ahead anyway. I mean, you're borrowing into their teens as it is. I mean...
You know, Dr. Phil, You know, when I found out I was pregnant, I had just turned 22 years old, and we were just 2 months into our marriage, and I knew it was only a matter of time before I'd be sitting in your chair.
Yeah.
Because
you saw this coming, right?
I did, because it's too much. I take care of the babies by myself. I don't have any family in the state. You know, we can't afford a babysitter or a nanny, so it's just me all the time.
You hear him saying, oh, that's because they're not there every day all day, right?
They're cute, but they're a handful.
Yeah.
You know, and there's never any time to rest or relax, you know, or rejuvenate from the 24/7. And he is a police officer. He works 14-hour days usually.
Okay, but now you work what shift?
I work the midnight shift.
Okay, so you sleep during the day
Yes,
when the kids are up.
I try to.
And you're gone at night when they're asleep.
Yes.
So you're basically a single mother.
Yes,
And that's the problem.
that's how it feels.
And I try to help her as much as I can. But I think we also need to work as a couple and act like a couple.
Okay, let's do that.
Well, you know, he says that he tries to help out.
You couldn't be any worse if you had a shovel.
Okay, he says that he tries to help out, but so I asked him to take the garbage out. I said, please, we have garbage and recycling that is overflowing, and I said that's the one thing I refuse to do. And every time I see that garbage, that is a slap in the face that he doesn't even care enough to take that out.
Yeah. Is the piles of it by the door not a clue?
Well,
Do you need a sign that points down to it? I mean,
that'd be nice. Well, a lot of times, like, I'll see the trash, and when I wake up to go to work, it's usually not full when I'm leaving. But by the time I get home, it's usually full. And then I'm tired, and I just kind of want to go to bed.
okay, well, we don't want you tired.
The fact that there is no real intimacy doesn't really make me want to help around the house that much.
So how you think that went over, officer? No, I mean, this is a focus group here. You don't, sir, this is just a focus group. How do you think that went over? It's like she needs to make me want to help. Was basically what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can he do to get motivated to help me? I don't know what to do.
Define romantic for me. If you were going to, like, romance her, what would it be?
Just sit on the couch, cuddle, just kind of sit there and just kind of hold each other and talk.
And
then eventually,
And then that
hopefully
leads
end up
to
in the bed.
kissing, and then, yeah.
then that leads to kissing, and
Right.
then this sitting on the couch becomes horizontal.
Right.
And so that's your idea of romance, right?
Yes.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to find out the number one thing men really want for Valentine's Day and how way different the number one choice for women is, and how can these guys get back on track in the romance department. Right back. Okay, we're talking about Valentine dilemmas and how to solve those romance problems in your relationships. Now, this Valentine's Day, Joe says he'd like a little more, well, action in the bedroom. Now, this stay-at-home mom says she has no time and no interest to even think about, let alone have sex.
I'm not happy with my body. Before the pregnancy, I was about a 4 or a 6, and now I'm between an 8 and a 10. On any given day, I will always be wearing scrub pants. I have at least a dozen pairs.
Scrubs and pajama pants every day for a year. It's kind of old.
I wear scrubs because they're cheap, they're versatile, and then when I go out, I feel like I don't look lazy. I feel like people think I'm a nurse, and so that's my job. This might be a nice Valentine's Day outfit, but I just don't fit into it anymore.
If I could wave a magic wand, I think I'd pick kind of a tighter pencil skirt with a nice semi-snug top, but just enough to be a little bit of a tease.
I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me that I want to wear scrub pants. I don't. Just being 23 years old and just not having any clothes to wear I mean, because it really is literally, we can't afford the clothes, and so I can't get out. This Valentine's Day, I'm reaching out to Dr. Phil. This really is a Valentine's Day SOS.
Okay, now we ran a poll on drphil.com asking men and women what they wanted most this Valentine's Day. Now, this is the problem right here. 65% of the women say they just want a romantic evening planned by their man. Okay, that's 15% jewelry. Thank God it was only 15%.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
You met my wife? You need to hug yours. 50% jewelry, 9% flowers, 6% sex. Only 6% said what they want is sex. Okay, now, do you see that we got like an 80% gap? So we have to understand, because men, 86% wanted sex. 86% wanted sex. 13% wanted a romantic evening planned by their mate. 1% wanted jewelry. Nobody wanted flowers. Nobody wanted a card. They just wanted no cards.
I would like a card, though.
Okay, but see, that's the difference. We got 6% of women wanted sex. 86% of men wanted sex. So you got an 80% gap there. Now, how are we going to fill that gap?
I'd like jewelry, too, though.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back to with the scrub pants. I wear scrub pants all day. They're stained. I don't feel attractive. I've been pulled 3 ways, you know, all day. So when he comes up to me and tries to hug me, you know, I
don't feel attractive.
No, and I've been pulled in so many directions.
What she needs to know is that I find her attractive no matter what she's wearing. When she's in scrub pants, covered in spit up, she's just as attractive as the day we got married.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
That.
See, here's the thing. There was a study done a long time ago by a couple by the name of FOA, F-O-A, FOA and FOA. And what they did was they went to see how men and women define things differently. Men see things like taking out the trash as duty. This is just a duty that I have to do. And if I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. It's just a duty. What's the deal? Women saw that same thing as an act of love. If you loved me, you would want to make my day better, so you would do that. Women say, I've got vomit all over me and formula and other kinds of bodily fluids, and I don't feel good. You say, I don't care. But she does. So you have to understand that if you'll see things through her point of view and recognize when you don't take that trash out, that's not romantic to her. The most romantic thing you could do for her is say, you know what? I'm home. Why don't you take 3 hours, go take a bubble bath, go to the mall, go outside, go walk around. You have no responsibilities whatsoever. Let me give you 3 hours to lighten your load. Okay? That is the ultimate aphrodisiac. I guarantee you, if you did that sort of thing, you would have a sex life, because she would be thinking, oh, he's so sweet to do that for me. And I'm rested and recharged, so I'm going to get 9 kinds of contraceptives and we're going to do this. Right?
Right, exactly.
See, you just got to see it differently through her eyes. What you and I think is romantic, that's not what they think is romantic. What they think is romantic is lighten my load, treat me like a princess, and I will then have a whole different attitude. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay, now to get Caitlin back to where she was before the triplets, Gold's Gym has offered to help her with a free 1-year membership to your local gym, plus a trainer to motivate you when you need a push. A personal trainer, all right? Plus, our Robert Reams here, who's kind of our fitness nutrition director guru, it works with our weight loss challengers, is going to work with you personally to oversee this whole thing to get you back where you really feel good about your body. Then we're going to help Caitlin get out of those scrubs and sweats. JCPenney's is going to give you $1,000 for a wardrobe. $1,000. wardrobe. Okay. Now, when you're looking better and feeling better, we want intimacy to have a fighting chance, so they're going to need some private time away from the triplets to connect with one another. So Babysitters for Hire has agreed to help out by babysitting the triplets 1 day a month for a year. So you can go out every night for a year.
Thank you so much.
Okay? Now, I think you'd give a boy a break.
I think I can.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Give the boy a break,
Okay.
okay? All right. Next, their kids say they're too old to kiss. They say it's just yucky for mom and dad to show any affection. I have a few tips on getting alone time for you adults when we come back.
When my mom and dad kiss, I think it's gross and disgusting.
No kid anywhere wants to think about their parents being intimate or having sex.
I don't think my parents are too old to kiss. They can still love each other. I prefer they do it when I'm sleeping.
I can't remember the last time we had a romantic Valentine's Day.
Dr. Phil, how do I get private time with my wife?
Yuck.
Well, we're talking about Valentine dilemmas, and that was Lori and Chuck, whose 3 kids, aged 10 to 24, don't get the hint when mom and dad want alone time. Look, it's all about boundaries. Robin and I had a rule when our kids were growing up. You remember? I remember going into that bedroom. They're standing in the hall. I said, all right, listen to me, you little cretins. Do not knock on this door unless one of you has burst into flame. Okay? True?
It's true.
What?
No, I think my face is red.
And truly, you want your kids to observe appropriate affection so they understand how this works for later in life. Okay, our next Valentine dilemma comes from Megan, who says after 2 years of reminding, repeating, and correcting her space cadet boyfriend, she's just over his forgetfulness. Now, okay, so I actually made a list of this. You forgot to cook Megan's dinner. You said you would, and you didn't. You forgot her mom's present when you went to the store. You were going to the store to get it. And you got there and forgot what you went to the store for. You forgot to let the dogs out. That's messy. You forgot the date that you moved in with Megan. You say August, you say September?
Yes, September
because
13th.
It was?
September 13th.
Yeah. September 13th. She's even got the date.
He's a very smart guy, too. I mean, he just finished his teaching certificate. He's going to be a teacher, so I want him to fix this problem before he carries it into the school system and fix the kids.
All right. Well, so that's just one problem, though, right? You've got some confessing to do, true?
I do. Well, you know, the forgetting part, that's the only thing I could come up with to actually get you to believe that that's why we were coming here today. And I actually have something else I want to tell you. That, yeah, you're my best friend. You're my soulmate. I can't see the rest of my life being without you. And I love you. Will you marry me?
Right?
Well, both your hands are shaking so much. Okay, now I've got to see this ring. Oh, have we gotten a shot? You did good here. You seeing that? Do we have a shot of this? Now, Mike actually went to Robbins Brothers to pick out a ring for you, and the folks at Robbins Brothers provided the engagement ring for Mike. It's a 1-carat diamond ring, and I want to thank their director of advertising, Diane Ferraro, for their Valentine generosity. So you really got into the spirit of this, right, Diane?
Oh, we sure did. It was a pleasure. And, you know, I have to tell you, Mike picked out the perfect ring for you. He came in, he knew exactly what he wanted. He picked out that 1-carat princess. So Robbins Brothers was thrilled to help, but congratulations.
Just for a video record, because everybody was clapping, oohing, and on, you did say yes, right?
Yes.
Well, he didn't forget to show up here. He didn't forget to get a ring, and he didn't forget to ask you to spend the rest of his life with
I'm shaking.
All right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, next, she started multiple fires in her kitchen, and that's just from trying to cook. Now, she wants to make a romantic dinner for her husband, but he's actually gotten sick from her previous attempts. So next, I got a secret weapon when it comes to cooking when we come back. Closed captioning provided. Well, if the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, my next guests are in huge trouble. This Valentine's Day, Lily says she wants to cook her husband Nick a meal that's not burnt or going to make him sick, which would be an improvement from what I hear. Let's find out about this Valentine dilemma.
My first impression of my wife, she can cook, she can do it all.
He thought I found this hot Latin little Mexican girl that would have great food all the time. Poor guy. Just not what he got.
Within the first month, on Saturday, she was cooking pancakes. Sunday, it was pancakes. After 3 weekends in a row, I was just fed up with them. And it was at that point that I realized the gig was up. I was deceived.
Well, Nick says he has no choice but to learn how to cook.
My cooking really sucks.
I really believe that Lily wants to be a good cook. It's just the end result that's the problem.
I really have tried to cook for my husband many of times. It just all seems to go wrong. I was gonna make shrimp scampi until it asked for wine. I didn't have white wine, so I decided to put it in red wine. By the time he came home, my shrimp scampi was purple. It was so disgusting. I started making gagging noises.
There are many times that I've come home to a horrid smell. She tried to cook, and whatever she was putting into the microwave had tin foil on it, and next thing you know, there were fireworks coming out of the microwave. She did almost bring down the kitchen. The best thing that Lily is good at is keeping my wine glass full when the table's set.
It's our first Valentine's Day as a married couple, and I would really like to just surprise them with something that I've never been able to do before, which is cook.
So this was basically bait and switch. You'd let him think you could cook.
No. I never said anything. I said I'm going to make you a great breakfast, and I did. I made banana pancakes, strawberry pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes.
So that's your one trick?
Yes.
All right. Well, all right. Look, I do want you to be able, you said you wanted to give him a great dinner for Valentine's Day. So to help Lily prepare the ultimate romantic Valentine's dinner, I've asked a good friend of mine, Iron Chef champion Kat Cora, to show her how it's done. Kat, come on out. So what can she do to dazzle him for Valentine's Day?
Well, what I've done is I've put together a great meal. You don't have any more excuses because this is easy, it's simple, and you can do it in a really good time frame. So what I have here is I've got this great, and I'm actually using savory and sweet chocolates to do this whole menu. So there's a little something for everybody. There's beef, there's chocolate, it's light, it's finessed, so everybody can enjoy it. And what this is a cocoa, it's an ancho cocoa soup. And it's got a little sour cream, light sour cream, cilantro, and then what I do is it's just pureed. It's a lot of nice veggies, zucchini, onions, garlic, a lot of really good spice and chili in here, some ancho chili, and then I just finish it with a little bit of a savory Mexican chocolate on top. I have a little bowl here, and you're going to love this. You will love this soup, I promise. And you can do this because it's really just sautéing the vegetables very quickly, adding in the spices, and then pureeing it.
So you can boil vegetables, right?
She can boil vegetables. If she can make pancakes,
make
pancakes, you can boil vegetables.
Look, even I can fry water.
Okay. The next thing I'm making is a quick mole. Now again, we're using a Mexican chocolate or a savory or bittersweet chocolate, and this has a cocoa chili blend that you can buy in your local grocery store. It's all blended up for you, so you don't have to worry about measurements. It's all blended and ready to go. So what I do is I take, this is onion, garlic, a little bit of chili in there. We've got some red bell pepper, all kinds of really good flavors, cilantro in here, and again, a little chocolate melted in. After you've pureed everything, you take it off and you add in some brown sugar, a little bit of brown sugar because you want a sweet savory, just to sweeten it up a little bit, but not too sweet, a little sweet savory. A little bit of the cocoa chili blend that you can find in your local grocery store, right in there. And then again, I'm going to take a little bit of chocolate and grate it, same chocolate, just a little bit of Mexican savory chocolate, grate it right over it, mix it in, and then you've got a quick mole. Now, moles usually take hours to make. This is a quick, simple, cut-down version of a mole, but it's still absolutely fantastic.
What do you do with the mole?
The mole I'm going to put over this beef tenderloin.
Oh, where'd you get this? How's she going to do this without burning the house down?
Well, that's it. That's good. That's a good question. So what you're going to do here is you can do this either in a saute pan or you can do it on an indoor grill or an outdoor grill, depending on your situation. Okay?
You want me to have a
there
grill
you
in
go.
the house?
You have an outdoor grill?
Yeah.
You do.
Because the firefighters can get quicker to the
This
outdoor
might be your job.
It's our second grill.
So what
you
we'll
can do
is,
the beef. You can do the beef, right?
We can have Lily put the rub on it. And again, what I'm using is this is just a cocoa chili rub. It's the same one you bought at the grocery store, the same mix that I put into the mole. And what I did was just did the cocoa chili rub on it, some sea salt or just regular kosher salt, and a little bit of cracked pepper. That's it. Very simple to put the rub on. Then what you can do is just slice it. Now, I'm using beef tenderloin here, but you can also use flank steak. You can also use a skirt steak, something a little less expensive. Put it on the skewers. You can throw this on the grill for her while she's finishing up the meal. How's that sound? Doing okay so far?
Are you glazing over, or you look like you have mole in your eyes?
You can use this for several different things. I mean, it's definitely a great go-to sauce. And again, quick, easy, and fast. Now, this is the sexy part, okay? There's nothing like Valentine's Day or a romantic meal without a chocolate fondue. Does everybody agree with that? Little chocolate. You want to come over?
Yeah.
Come over here and get a little bit in here. I've just added a little bit of cream here, a little bit of sugar, melted the chocolate over the stove, and voila, you have the fondue. Now, this little pot right here, it keeps it warm. If you don't want to do this, you could also do a double boiler at home. But this is a little bit more romantic for $20, $25. All right, so what we do is just take a little bit of strawberry here, and Dr. Phil, you know, this is where you can get a little romantic with Robin, too.
Yeah, she goes for anything chocolate, yeah. She's all about chocolate.
Feeding each other. I mean, the great thing about this menu, too, is, like I said, there's a little something for everybody.
And you don't have to remember all this because Kat's giving a copy of Cooking from the Hip to everybody in the audience today. This is her book. If you just cannot cook or you just don't want to, then you can go out to dinner, right? The Cheesecake Factory wants everybody here to have a romantic meal. So everybody in the audience is getting $100 to spend at the Cheesecake Factory. Kat, thank you for working with these guys.
Definitely.
All right, next, the firefighter who wants to be smoking hot for the Valentine dinner date. I know what you're thinking, a guy who cares. It's a woman. We're going to reveal how to transform your looks for Valentine's Day when we come back. Closed captioning. Well, Candy says her Valentine dilemma is figuring out how to dress sexy for her boyfriend. Now, look, she is a self-admitted tomboy who grew up rolling around in the mud and says her boyfriend has never seen her in a dress, ever. Now, they are both firefighters, and Candy says the only time she gets hot is when they're fighting a fire.
I'm definitely a fashion disaster, and if anybody needs help, it's definitely me. Travis has never seen me wear a dress. Our first day, we were gonna go out to dinner. While I was in the shower, we got an emergency call, and I had to jump out of the shower, pull my hair up in a ponytail, throw on whatever clothes I had laying there, and respond. I've never got that chance to dress up and kind of wow him. My style is definitely comfy tomboy. When I'm at the station, I usually have a department shirt on, jeans or sweatpants, my hair pulled up, and looking pretty rugged, I guess. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and this is is what I'm wearing, and we have people coming here in about 15 minutes.
I would like to see Candy wear a dress, a skirt, a change from the jeans and sweatpants.
This shirt is definitely not sexy. It says pet your dog, not your date, so that's probably a big turnoff. This is our first Valentine's Day together. I'd love to have that first date with Travis that I never got to have. We're out there saving people's lives, and I'd like for Dr. Phil to save me and make me over.
So I asked Robin for a little help here because that's just her forte. She met up with Candy at JCPenney where the transformation began.
Hi, Candy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good.
Nice to meet you. I'm Robin McGraw.
I'm your project.
Yay, we're going to have a ball today.
Okay.
You know, I chose JCPenney's because I love their clothes and such affordable prices.
This is going to be a lot of fun because I'm clueless about fashion.
So when's the last time you wore a dress?
I can't remember the last time I wore a dress.
Well, I've picked out some that I think are beautiful and I think would be beautiful on you. Now, I know it's Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I've picked out a red one, and you can never go wrong with the really sexy black dress. And because of the holidays, again, I picked out a pink one. I think what might be really pretty is if we made it a little shorter.
Okay.
Because you obviously have very nice legs. All right, let's get started. So try this one on. Let's see what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, I have to say, you need to start wearing dresses because you look beautiful in a dress. When you have beautiful skin, beautiful long neck, that dress line, that neckline is perfect. Try that one on. I'm not sure. We may like it, we may not.
Okay. Like a sack of potatoes.
Let's not do this one. Let's go try another one. This may be the one. Let's start thinking about shoes.
Never done high heels, so this will be a first.
There's always a first time. And look how beautiful your foot is in that shoe. You have toe cleavage. There's nothing more beautiful, more sexy than toe cleavage. You've got it going on. Okay, we have the perfect dress. Now we want the perfect hair. So let's get started. Let's talk about it. Take it down. Let us see what you got. So I would love to see it blonder, lighter, and just pick it up a little bit so it can kind of swing when she comes out. Okay.
Okay.
Well, work your magic.
Great.
Good luck.
Thanks. Okay, I'm ready. Where's that feel? Feels really good.
Okay, Travis, I hope you're ready because you've got one hot Valentine about to come out. Now, Candy said that she would rather carry a 200-pound man out of a burning building than walk in high heels. So I took Candy through some drills. Heel, toe, land on your toe. Heel, land on your toe.
Oh, land
See?
on the heel first?
No,
Wait.
put down the heel.
Okay.
And then land on your toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Like this. Heel, toe. Heel, toe. Okay, see if you can run in them. Now, if you can run in them, you can walk in them. Travis, you are not going to believe how smoking hot Candy looks.
Okay, well, Robin's been working her magic. So first, let's see Candy before. And now let's see Candy's new look for Valentine's. Come on out, Candy. All right, so Travis, what do you think?
Very beautiful. Very, very attractive now. She's good.
You did a beautiful, no, not just good. You did a beautiful job in those heels. I'm very proud. She's never worn heels. You look gorgeous.
So how do you feel?
I feel like a Disney princess.
Y'all had a ball, I know.
Thank you.
Now, thanks to Sephora and JCPenney for helping with this makeover. And they also sent, of course, these are all your clothes. They also sent over a little gift card for you for a couple $100 to continue building on your wardrobe. So you can have fun with that. So good job. All right, now what's the worst, most unromantic gift you ever received? Find out the winner of our contest next.
I feel great. Thank you so much for everything. You're so welcome. I love the hair color. Thank you.
The worst Valentine's Day gift I ever received was this backpack vacuum. I think I look like one of the Ghostbusters.
My husband ordered a lovely bathroom scale, complete with a body fat meter. And if he had been in the room, I probably would have flung it at him. My husband once gave me an iron. Leave it to a man to give you a practical present for Valentine's Day.
One Valentine's Day, he gave me a big red heart card that he made out of a red manila folder, and on the inside, it had turkey targets, the kind you use for hunting. I love my husband, but he does not have a romantic bone in his body.
Well, those were some of the worst gifts viewers say they received.
A vacuum cleaner, a scale with a fat meter, and an iron.
Okay, well, those aren't good. I wouldn't bring home a fat meter to my house. You do what you want. You do what you want. You do it at your own risk. Well, the worst Valentine's gift winner is Tricia for getting the turkey targets from her husband. He gave you turkey targets?
He did. He did. I even brought them with me.
And what did you say?
Well, my husband's quite the hunter. I just kind of laughed, and he said, well, you know, I do want to take you turkey hunting in the spring. So for him, it was a very practical gift.
So why did you think it was a good idea,
I thought it was a great idea. It was very creative. And it was me, a sign of me allowing her into my world.
Well, FTD heard about Tricia's turkey targets and thought she deserved this bouquet of 75 roses.
No, I don't think I've ever had 75 roses.
And I would make him hold those on the plane on the way home. Now, FTD also wants to give Tricia a bouquet of roses every week for a year. Okay? And so y'all can enjoy with her, everyone in the audience is getting a $50 gift certificate to send flowers to their Valentine. Now, we also have some great ideas for romantic gifts this year, and you just can't miss with these.
Okay, check out this gold-dipped heart necklace from Dog Eared. It comes right on the card that writes about love. You may have seen their jewelry on shows like 90210, Grey's Anatomy, my favorite show, and 24. It's simple and precious and not too expensive. And everyone here gets one. You can get this adorable digital brag book from Brookstone. It's a photo album that you can take anywhere and show pictures like these. It comes in red or pink for Valentine's Day.
See, I didn't get that when we saw that, but this is something where you just carry this with you in your purse or
your
pocket,
purse.
and you
Right,
flip it open
right.
and or show everyone.
And guess what? Everyone gets one. I love that.
Okay. Now, I love this one because it can be kind of romantic, actually. All the movies you can watch, you never have to leave the house. Just make a list of the movies you want to see, and Netflix will send them your way.
Okay, so ladies, you can order all of the romantic movies. The top picks are Sleepless in Seattle and When Harry Met Sally.
Now, if your man says no way to chick flicks because